It's Madden NFL 23. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. And it's coming up next on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
And off we go from Denver. Fields it right around the goal line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
And I think that even after a decade in the NFL, he doesn't get enough credit for not just his consistency, but his brilliant play and leadership as well. He's won a Super Bowl in Seattle. He's led his team to another Super Bowl opportunity also in Seattle. His numbers are always terrific, almost always in the Pro Bowl, and all his team does is win. This guy's a natural leader.
And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now it's Wilson. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. On first down, Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. From the shotgun, Wilson. This goes to the tight end, Aaron Salbert. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Wilson. He finds his man complete. It's Murray. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Out quickly to Jeudy. Touchdown, Broncos! Jerry Jeudy as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it's capped off by the touchdown run from Jerry Jeudy. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes it at the 7. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Browns under head coach Kevin Stefanski. Leading them out is their quarterback, the former 12th overall pick. Some refer to him as the natural Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage. Not that it matters as the final seconds tick away. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. This is a game, Charles, that's been fairly starved for offense. Really not much in that first half. We'll see if they can get something going here as we look toward the third quarter.
And not just a chance to finally get a little more offense going, but to erase that small deficit they currently trailed by. I think they'd send a pretty powerful message to the opposite sideline if they drive it right down the field coming out of the half.
Baron Browning from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it was hard for anyone to react.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A heck of an effort there on the scramble leaves him with just 3rd and a yard. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Here's Watson. Finding Hunt. Oh, he shifts past him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Watson. Another completion here to Hunt.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now Watson. To the sideline, and it's caught, but boy, he's out of bounds. And they tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kwai Williams. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps, to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
But you know what they say, it's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.